Today in Roadcraft, we're finally building a bridge on the Deluge map with our concrete. Just barely within seconds to spare as a convoy is waiting to go over it. Also, we're fixing pipes in some tricky areas around the map. Let's go! Well guys, it's time to build this bridge. Here, we're still on the Deluge map in Roadcraft, getting nearer to the end. I'd say we're in the last third of it or so. We'll check here in a bit. And so what I mean by this is I've wanted to build this bridge for a while, but here's the thing. So I mentioned this in the last video here. Early on in the Deluge map, you have a route that gives you 60 concrete slabs. You can see I've got 60 concrete slabs up there. But you don't unlock the concrete production until later in the map. It's almost like they're trolling you with that. Now, I wanted to build this. This is actually a route that you have to build for one of the main objectives right here. Plan a route to the main power substation. That's what we're going to be doing today. The way I decided to take it was across this swamp here. I started pouring dirt, but the thing is, there's not a quarry really anywhere near here. The nearest quarry is over here, and we'll go through all of that and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let's just build a bridge across this. And the thing is, I've got all these concrete slabs. Long story short, I decided to wait until I opened up concrete production to build the bridge, and here we are. So we need 8 concrete slabs here, and so that's what we're going to be doing today, finally building this bridge. Yeah, I decided to build a bridge because it's hard trucking over sand. Now, I did a little thing to try to eke this radius out a little bit. Yeah, so you can see I parked this big dump truck right here. But here's the reason I did that. So I tried various ways of running sand from here to over there. This is the nearest spot where there is sand. Thing is, this is really hard to traverse. And of course, this truck, which holds the most sand, spills sand when you look at it funny. So after much testing and much whatever, I simply parked the truck here. I was like, you know what? Let's just park it here, right on the edge where I can refill it. And now when I want to refill sand, I got this little waypoint right here. All you gotta do is just drive up the beach with my current dump truck to right here. I can refill and go back. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, so that's what this is here. It's a pretty decent solution, really. It's not bad. Driving up and down this beach ain't too bad. But we're going to be building a bridge here, but we might need some of that sand for... all right, so the rest of the route, I don't know yet, guys. That's what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, don't know about the rest of the route. Let's check it out. We're ready to do this. We need the slabs. We'll get the slabs there. This route just finished. Yes, all awards received. All right, cancel that route. We don't need trucks going down that, jamming up our thing. Okay, so objectives. All right, steel beams facility, main power substation. Got a little red wheel in the corner there. You bet we do. Start plotting. Let's see where this is going to send us. Let's get an idea. We've got some markers, as you can see, along the way here. So here's the thing. We got this road that goes around like this, but I don't see why we have to follow that road. What I did was I already cleared out the trees, so I say, and I've been driving trucks through here, we're going to cut the road through here like this, and then basically following these markers, ding, down this hill, and this is where the route, yeah, this is the plan for it. I think it's a pretty decent plan, except how do we get to here? Well, I guess out around here, this is a little bit precarious. I'm not sure I trust the AI vehicles to take that turn without falling off a cliff, but, one way to find out. Them like this. We don't know what kind of trucks they're going to send here. Hopefully not semis. Probably the mule trucks. We'll just... Yeah, you know how it is with these routes. The best way to find out is just to send it, you know, right? And figure it out from there. So we're just going to send it. See what they send us. Oh, we need a bridge. Yes, yeah. We'll do that. I got ahead of myself here. Yeah, we need the bridge. Yeah. I mean, there's such a thing as sending it, and then there's, well, we can still send it, though. Why can't I put this here? Oh, there we go. We can still send it. They'll just fail when they get to the bridge. But we can see, yeah, we can feel out if there's any problems up to this point, right? So let's put this here. Here. Yeah, we'll just, we'll see if there's any other issues. But here's the thing. Wouldn't it be funny if they... I mean, to be fair, I'm a scientific guy. What if they make it across without the bridge? I mean, we should always test our options first, right? So, sure, let's see what they give us. All right, yeah, we got mule trucks. Or is that that's a utility truck, but same thing, I guess. And behind that, we got us it's an off-road truck. Oh, took that turn very nice. It's an off-road truck back there. Yeah, that guy's no worry. Right, so finally, you know, we got these 60 concrete slabs in storage. We got something to do with them now. Yeah, so it depends what trucks it dispatches after this. But either one of these kinds of trucks, we should be fine with what we're going to have down here. Our home base isn't far away. It's a quick drive to get the concrete slabs over here. Oh. Oh. We should at least get our crane out of the way here. I've been using this thing more and more for like everything. This thing is super handy. And he gets stuck approximately... Yeah. I mean, come on. I knew that was going to happen. I meant to build the bridge. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. You know, I could push him. If I can get up there in time. Wow, he's chucking pretty good. I gotta be honest. You know, the last route I ran these little mule trucks through, they got stuck the minute they hit mud. Oh, he's actually outperforming my tank. I was back here to push him, but you know what? How did he do that? Those mule... Okay, well, I think there's a difference, to be fair. There's a difference between the utility trucks and the mule cargo trucks. It could be because either there's something different about them or that they have more weight in them because they have, you know, the bed is full of stuff. So he made it through that. The off-road truck isn't making it through. Hey, it's okay. We planned to put a bridge. That was unintended right there. I mean, yeah, we're going to build a bridge here. So this was just, yeah, so then we're going to be plenty fine with the bridge. Let's see if we can push this guy through, though. I mean, if I can get up here before he disappears. Come on, guy. I'll help you out. Let's try not to pit him, though. Let's just push him just enough to keep him straight. It's bogging me down. I can't believe, of course, I can't see what this mud looks like, but it feels pretty darn deep. There we go. He should be good now. I can't believe that. I can't believe that the two trucks, the utility truck made it through. Look, I just ran a route from the productions facility to the concrete slabs facility to activate the concrete slabs facility, and it was mule trucks. And there's a reason why I had to pour sand from here all the way up this hill to here. All the way up the hill even. They couldn't even drive uphill on the road. They were slipping so hard. The second they hit mud, they sank. And then I had to pour sand from here all the way to here. Mule trucks suck, so I don't know how that one made it. But hey, you know. Right, so 300, so 4 more trucks. Yeah, 4 trucks is all it's going to run this route. Wouldn't it be crazy if, there's not one on it now. Oh, there is. They already sent one. It's an off-road truck. What if we didn't have to build this bridge, guys? You know, figures, you know, I start recording and then this happens. So this guy could potentially make it. I could sit here and baby all the trucks through it. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get set to, oh wait. I don't mind going above and beyond though. You know, we could put some sand there, make that nicer. Let's get to work on a bridge. I say let's get to work on a bridge. Let's get down here. Because I'm not going to sit here and baby each one of them through it. This is this is a game about road construction. Okay, we've got the slabs right here in our storage. Oh, look at that. We already got a truck here. Let's get some of this stuff out of our storage area. Yeah, we're gonna do our job here and get this road built. It's called Roadcraft, not truck push. So let's craft some roads. All right, resource storage. We need 8. There we go. Let's maybe get our truck in a little better spot. And this is not the best vehicle to load this. I pulled this crane out of habit, but you know, this is not the best. Yeah, you know what? We want a crane that, yeah. I mean, that thing is great for loading this truck. It is. Wait, where do we want the truck parked? We want the truck actually parked next to this, and then we're going to get a bigger crane. That crane is great for loading this truck, but not with 8 slabs. It's great for loading 2 things into the back of it. So let's just let's park it over here. And, you know, as far as cranes, let's have a look in our garage. Do I have... So we've got that guy. Yeah. But do we have... See, you playing the game, you get an excess of money. Like, we've got plenty of money. Do we have a... No, see, I never did. I never did buy that crane. Let's buy that crane. Oh, so I unlocked this, hit level 19, unlocked this guy here. Haven't used it yet. Maybe we'll use it today. Yeah, there's this crane that, this guy right here. I never did buy this. Yeah. Let's buy it. I've got the rusty one, but I'm currently using it. I have it deployed. I keep the rusty one of that just permanently deployed at Steel Beams facility to load beams, and it's just like I did on the previous map, just like I showed in the tips video, and it is actually very useful purpose for it. What happened to my... Oh, controller stopped responding. There we go. Okay, so we got this guy. All right. Yeah, we've got the HWC, the big heavy crane. It's parked somewhere. It's parked somewhere doing something, doing crane things somewhere. We'll use this guy here. All right. 8 slabs. Think this truck can carry 8 slabs? I mean, we're not going too far with it. We'll see. That didn't occur to me, actually. That's a lot of concrete slabs. You know, as I'm loading these slabs, as far as I can tell, well, yeah, our route's still running, by the way. I'm sitting here loading these slabs, and like, we're going to build this bridge. We're going to build this bridge, but, yeah, as far as I can tell, that route, it's still running. Stacking these slabs. They're getting kind of high on the truck. I've noticed they're definitely stacked kind of crooked. I'm gonna try the best I can to straighten them up. Let's see what happens if I like bump into them. These top ones, I'm trying to kind of see if I can... See, I just realized that they looked straight, but that's because I'm looking at them from a particular angle, and I was like, oh, I bet they're actually not straight, right? Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can bump into them a little bit. Just a little love tap. Just a little tappy tap here. We're going to see what we can do. Okay, we need a better... Okay. I've never... Whoa. I never tried this before. But you know, it seems like it worked. It seems like it worked. Wow. That actually seems like it worked. Let's maybe... Let's hit this from the other side, maybe. Let's buckle this up. Let's move this over here. Actually, you know what? Better idea. Instead of like slamming into that with a 30-ton crane, let's grab the little guy here. We'll see if we can use his little arm to kind of his little T-Rex arm sticking out there, and see if we can use that to kind of haul these slabs back into place. I got that thing stacked pretty high, probably over the recommended load for this truck, but you know, this truck has basically no limits, so we're just going to kind of see what we can do with it here. There we go. Just kind of knock these back into place. You know, that ain't bad. Let's see. You know, guys, that's not bad for how many slabs we got stacked up there. These strapped down. I think our suspension's sagging a little bit. Let's check this out. Here, I think the suspension is sagging a bit. Let's turn off the HUD. Look at that guy. All right, let's get this out there. Let's take a mostly safe route. We're going to kind of jaunt down this hill here, but we'll be taking kind of the safe way there. I want to get a feel for this thing. It might be the slightest bit top-heavy. So we're going to take it careful down this hill, but then it's pretty good road all the way there. We've actually, I believe we've run routes down this road. Yeah, it's pretty good. This truck is... you know, yeah, you get this truck early in the game. It's easy to forget how OP it is, because since I've unlocked this truck, I've unlocked other cargo trucks. Then you go back to this thing, and this thing, well, for one, I think this truck can go through deeper water than perhaps any other vehicle in the game. If you look at it, the air filter is, you know, a good foot or so above the hood. I think it might have more water fording capabilities than any other vehicle. The Lynx has got it pretty good. And I think this can probably outdo the Lynx, maybe. And then you got the that big tracked crane. It can handle some water too, but I think this guy might have them both beat. You got the fact that this thing is almost impossible to flip over because those tires are, you know, as wide as, you know, well, they're pretty wide. The fact that it's articulated, it allows it a lot of like axial, you know, like flex, right? Like, I don't think I've ever tipped one of these over. Now, I'm not going to, you know, tempt fate, but I don't think I've ever tipped this thing over because even when the back end wants to tip over, because of the articulation, the cab stays firm and it keeps it from tipping the whole thing over. So it'd be hard to tip one of these over. But let's not tempt fate. Be careful on this bridge. You know how many... I've sent trucks off these bridges before. Just to active hitting that bridge, you know, can jostle you just enough. I've gone off the bridge. Alright, so we're going to go up this way. Yeah, I think this is just the best way to go up. We could go up either way, but this way I think will give us easier turns. Yeah, and it looks like these technically aren't needed, but hey, we're going to give it a nice bridge for our trucks to go across. It's at least it's a good thing we started building it. We're going to want to watch that we don't it'd be great if we could kind of watch for when the trucks are coming and kind of slip in with them on the route and just kind of like, you know, like if I could just get in between the trucks and do this without disrupting the route, that'd be great. Okay, so here's where we see... Alright, so we're going to have to... Thing is, if a truck comes behind us, we'll have to cancel the route because I can't go as fast as he can. This turn, for instance? Yeah, no. That truck comes and pushes me off this cliff. Oh no, oh here he comes, oh here he comes. Okay, we gotta be quick about this. We're on the timer now. We gotta be quick about this. Oh man, he's coming. And this truck is slow. And you know how, when those guys hit you, they don't stop. Those guys hit, they don't stop. They keep ramming. Come on, truck, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's in a mule, I think. Our problem is going to be when we get down here, we've got to make this turn. Can we cut this turn a little bit? Look, here's the thing. I could get out of his way, but then we'd have to wait for him to cross this water. So our goal is to get up here. I think we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, man, he's breathing down my neck. I can hear him behind me. We shouldn't have to unstrap these, I don't think. I think we can just go. Yep. Go. Oh, crap. Which way do I go? Oh. Oh, off the edge. Off the edge. Get out of his way. These trucks, they don't stop for anything. Wait, I think we're good. Oh. Woo. Okay. Yeah, those trucks, they don't stop for anything. It may seem silly that I try to drive off the edge of the bridge, but if you played this game, then, yeah, you know, those trucks, they don't stop for nothing. I was trying to get out of his way. I was afraid he was going to wreck us both trying to get across the bridge. All right, so I'm going to get this truck unstuck here. All right, so there's just in time for one more truck. So here, I'm going to call this, if I can find where my garage is, where's my bearings? My compass is off or something. I need to get that truck off the bridge, but for some reason I can't see my garage. Oh, there, that's why. Okay, we need to get that truck recalled back before a truck slams into it and cancels the route. I was trying to get off the bridge. It wasn't going to come off the bridge. There we go. So yeah, we got that bridge built just in time for the last two trucks to cross it. But hey, it looks nice. We had all those slabs. That was kind of, let's kill these waypoints here. That was kind of the main thing, is that I had those 60 slabs. I'm not about to let them go to waste, so you get those so early. You don't open the concrete plant. I ended up building like so many bridges in the meantime. All right, guys, so that's all done. One more truck across there. Let's see what else we got. Help with repairs at the backup pump station. We got a route to do, which I haven't even looked at, and we got to replace some pipes. All right, where are these pipes at? Oh, over here. We haven't been over here in a while. I mean, now there's some pipes to fix. These are, I know there's some pipes over in the industrial area where we're at now, which may need to be fixed. These right here, showing 5, huh? And then what's this objective? This is, hold up. This is a side objective? Yeah. So this search area up here, this is a side objective. Which, look, I'm trying to progress through Deluge so I can open up Kernel. I really want to get to the last map. I gotta admit, this looks interesting. Find all the missing parts of the rocket booster. I gotta say, that sounds interesting, but look, yeah, we're trying to unlock the last map. We'll come back for that one. Okay, so rocket booster parts. I mean, that just sounds cool. Right. Okay, so we've got pipes. Okay, let's go ahead and track this. Infrastructure. Okay, let's find these pipes. Okay, so there's one. Yeah, I know there's some busted pipes. Like, there's one there. There's one there. Is that part of these? Well, the number one thing we're going to have to do is we got to get some metal recycled. Can't fix any pipes till we got pipes to fix them with. Where's our pipe production? Yeah, I don't even know where that's at because I haven't had to use steel pipes yet on this map. Of course, steel pipes, it's right there. Well, it's right there by the base. It just unlocked. Okay, so there's our pipes facility. You know, I thought I saw some pipes laying around somewhere. Okay, we're going to have to look for some... why can't I back out of here? What the heck? Oh, it's because I don't have a vehicle. Where's a vehicle we can get in? Any vehicle, I don't care. I'll just get in a vehicle. All right, yeah, I think my HUD's off. So, resource highlighting on. Okay, we need to find some steel that we can recycle. We need 5 pipes, but we want kind of more than that because we're going to have to get more. Okay, so around this area here, okay, there's big pipe, there's big pipe. Those 2 big tubies, those recycle into quite a bit. But they're also really hard to move around. They are, but not that bad, actually. We're going to use this guy. Yep. All right, here's what we're going to do. So I saw a tractor here somewhere. We got enough stuff right here on this little island. We got everything we need right here. I saw a tractor, and then at least 3 of those big pipes. This thing can move them. Here's the thing. Those things are so big. The only way to truck them is you need a semi. And come on, I'm not loading them onto a semi just to truck them across this island. You kind of want the big crane to lift them. This crane can't lift these. Oh, no. But the big crane, which can lift them, I wouldn't want to drive with one of these things. It's too heavy. Wait. Why can't I... What? Hold up. There we go. Gotcha. All right, now this can drive with this. I've done it before. Yeah, see, the big crane can lift these things, but I wouldn't want to drive with it. It'd be swinging everywhere, rocking the crane back and forth. So we'll just use this little guy here and pull it. This thing comes in handy, man. There we go. So that recycles into 2 steel pipes. Let's see here. We got a little... There's some things back here that want to join the party. There's that. 3 steel pipes. Another thing back here. Yeah, I saw a tractor somewhere here. Those things make probably maybe even 3 steel pipes. Let's see if we can find that tractor. Alright, here's a tractor. Let's see. You just quickly grab this guy here. There we go. Let's just pull it. Actually, we can legit lift the tractor here. Let's, well, maybe get away from the wall first. You know, here in America, we put our old military equipment in the museum. In Russia, they just turn it into farm equipment. Genius. All right, 5 steel pipes. That's all we need. But while we're here with this thing, I know we got more pipes to fix than that, and it can't hurt to have extra stuff. There's a couple more of those big tubies around here somewhere. There's one right here. We'll just pull this over there. This will give us, what, like 2 more? That'll be good, I think. And then we also got to make an infrastructure route somewhere, which, yeah, we haven't even looked at. That's okay. So we need a... Wait, what am I stuck on? Come on, we made it all this way. I literally, like, fishtailed this thing all the way through this facility, through like a maze, just to get it here. There we go. All right. 8 steel pipes. That's enough. We want to load... Where's the... Okay, right there. All right, we're going to get us a crane out here. We'll get that... got one crane out here. Just park this guy here. And... Let's see. You know, maybe we should get... okay, so we could dispatch out the little mule. All right, yeah, so how do we want to fix these pipes? The mule is the obvious go-to because it can hold 3 pipes in its bed and fix them itself. But the thing is, the thing sucks. It gets stuck in mud, yeah, and it can't reach a whole lot. So let's see where these pipes are we got to fix, so we know ahead of time what we're headed into. They love to put the pipes out of reach of that thing. It's like, as you get later in the game, one thing the game loves to do is put the pipes you got to fix out of reach of the Mule T1 because they know it's the truck you're going to take. We'll take it anyway. We'll take it. Here. Yeah, we'll take it, and then just be prepared to have to bring that thing out. I talk a lot of crap about it. The truck's fine. It's just largely, it's so useful, I get tired of using it. And, yeah, it can get bogged down pretty easy. It's got skinny tires. There's a matter of how much can this thing carry before it gets overweight and tips over. Look, I don't know, but I've gotten more creative with stuff in this game since the beginning. And I know that I've never tried this, but we could put 2 in the bed, and then we could put like 3 crosswise. If the little truck could handle it. You know, I never tried that, but I don't see why that wouldn't work. And then that will allow us to take all 5. We'll just take 3. Let's not get greedy. But for the record, because I just don't see... I don't think there's a need. I bet if you really had to, you could put like 3 crosswise, you know, like on top of this. But, we've already done like a couple weird things in today's video. I don't need to make this like too stupid. There we go. All right. We're good. We're good. All right. Let's head out to... Now, there's some pipes I know that need to be fixed. Like, for instance, when we leave this facility, there's a pipe right here, which I don't think... Actually, this truck can't reach that. Because, well, I put a bridge there. I put a metal bridge there without knowing there's a pipe there. This truck can't reach that. A big crane can. Okay. We got a pipe here. Good luck getting there with this truck, but we'll see. We'll see. We've got... Where else we got? Way up here, right? There's that one there. There's a road that goes there. So let's have a look at that. How do we get it there? So yeah, there's a pipe right here that needs to be fixed. Now the thing is, this objective is for 5 different pipes, but you saw another objective there with 3 pipes that need to be fixed. I don't know if... Yeah. That there will have to be reached with the big crane, of course. But it's doable. Then there's a pipe right there. Let's head out. Let's have a look at this. I think we might just have to come out here with bigger cranes. I just don't think that's going to get reached with this little guy here. I'm just afraid I'm going to get that little truck stuck in the mud, so we're just going to bring this guy out here. We'll just grab one of these pipes off the back and run it over there and fix it. Yeah, I don't see that as an issue at all. I had a comment on my tips video. Someone said that the Mule T1 is... I think it was on that video. It was on one of the videos. And someone commented and said that the T1 is overpowered and goes everywhere. I've not had that experience, personally. Yeah, I've not had that experience. I've had quite the opposite. personally. So that's why I don't trust it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that truck would make it to this mud? I don't think so. I've had the truck just straight up get stuck in mud and just roll over on me. Let's get this. And now, of course, to be fair, I haven't fully, hang on a second, scouted this area out here yet, but it looks like we got some mud. Let's just head over there with this guy. I don't even know how deep. This could be too deep for this thing. I don't even know what we're looking at here. I mean, this could be a situation where anything, you know, we could want to go like the other way or something even. We got trees in our way. How big is that tree? That tree's too big. We gotta go around this tree. See, there might be a way to get that Mule T1 here, but yeah, we got it. Gotta get this whole piece of pipe out first. There we go. We'll have this fixed lickety-split. We'll be back on the move with our mule and see if it can get to the next spot. If not, I think we got this fixed pretty decently. Yeah, I mean pretty quickly, you know. That was pretty quick. It didn't take much more time than it took just to run that little thing out there. Oops, wrong button. There we go. All right, let's get to the next spot here. Let's go to that one, because I know this road's drivable. Yeah, but is that reachable? I think I have a crane over here if all else fails. We got a big crane there. All right, let's go up that way. I know this road's traversable because I had a route run it, and that route was running little mule trucks, so I know this route's traversable. We can't reach that. We got the heavy-wheeled crane parked up here at the production facility. Oh, I didn't see this on the overhead. There's a little road up here by the pipe itself, apparently. Alright, yeah, there's some deep stuff there, but we got through that. Ooh, just wide enough for this truck. Oh, actually, we're going to have an issue here. Do we have room to deploy our supports? Actually, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I don't know. And this truck has issues too. Sometimes I strain the truck just trying to pull these out. You guys know a trick to pull these out? Because sometimes... Okay, that one popped loose quick. That one popped loose. I've had some that totally just uproot my supports trying to, you know, trying to pull against that. And I don't know if there's a trick, a direction you can pull or something like that to make it easier. Alright. Should be able to do this. We're going to keep our weight, of course, over here on the mountain side of the truck. Let me reach that far. It's always the thing, you know, we can reach far enough to yank the old one out. Yeah, that's easy, but can we reach far enough to drop this one in place? Man, I just barely, I don't know if we can make it. No, we can't. Alright, so we're going to have to pop our supports and carefully inch forward. We got it. Yeah, we'll get this. Piece of cake. Alright. Once that stops rolling, strap it down. Parking brake. Yeah, definitely engage our parking brake there. Alright, let's make sure there's no other pipes out this way. Okay, there's one here. Ooh, it's alright. So we're gonna want to go back. Okay, this is where I was driving the dump truck up. I know where that's at. Alright, let's see if we can back out of here carefully. I live in Colorado. We drive like roads like this every day. Come on. Oops. Yeah, well, that was bound to happen. No big deal. Come on, if I can push the truck up before it dies. Nope. There was the chance I could push the truck up before it died. Oh, that's right. There's these rocks here. I wouldn't have gotten it through here anyway. I saw these rocks here. I brought the big truck through here. Now, it was able to drive through that mud. But no other truck could do that. Only that big truck could drive through that mud. It barely made it. Okay, we can grab the truck. Yep. We got the truck. Let's see if we can carefully pull it towards us here. Yeah, we would never have driven all these rocks anyway, and there's no way to drive around them. Yeah, I took the big cargo truck around him. It almost tipped over in the water. It's really deep right there. They don't want you to go around those rocks. They put those rocks there for us to move. Which I guess we could do while I'm parked right here with this crane. We could move these rocks so we could drive through here. Alright, there you go, little truck. Now be a good boy and don't flip over again. Quickly see if we can swing these rocks out of the way. There we go, get that last one. Alright, just figured I'd kind of move those out of the way while we were over here. Alright, now we're taking this guy up. Let's see. I'll know the road when I see it, because I was driving the dump truck up it. Oh, that pipe wasn't one of them. Yeah, I just noticed that. I just noticed that. And that's what I mentioned that earlier, you know. Yeah, there's two different objectives for pipes. Hard to tell which pipes go to which objective. I don't know if there is a way. I mean, hold up. I'll put my e-brake on here. I don't know a way to tell. Look, we got pipes for this, pipes to this. It points to this pump station. You know. There's one, there's two. You know, there's one over there, there's one over there, there's one right there, there's one right there. Who's to say what objective they go with, right? So, is what it is. Let's get up towards this one. Hey, that's why we recycled the extra steel, you know, to get extra pipes, because, yeah. One of the pipes is up this road here. We're going to get up this. I think so, eventually. Maybe when we get up here, we'll see where the pipe was. We'll replace this pipe, then we'll just call the truck back. All right, I know I saw a pipe up here. Well, I guess we're going to have to check our map. Come on, tree. Knock that tree over. There we go. All right, let's check the map. Yeah, it's right up here. Okay, there's a little dirt road. All right, no problem on this one. Looks like we got, I think, if I can get to it, come on, it's these skinny tires that it's got. They sink down in the mud. It sinks down like where other trucks wouldn't sink down because the tires are so skinny. That's what it feels like to me. All right. Let's see if we can pull this out here. There we go. I've had some that were just really hard to break free, and I had to pull so hard that when they broke free, I've literally lost the truck, like almost lost, I should say. I've never had the truck tip over, but I've had some that were so hard to pull free, it almost pulled the truck off the supports. When it finally popped, the whole thing just about flew over. There we go. All right. That was not one of them. No, that was not one of them. Okay, let's have a look at this again. Because it pointed at this facility, right? So we're fixing the pipes that are closest to this facility. Hey, all I know is we're fixing pipes somewhere, dang it. All right, well, let's look at the other objective. Where's the other objective? Under infrastructure. Yeah, see, they were for this one. Okay, it's pointing up there at that. I guess these are part of that. Okay, now I see. This is pointing at this and this. Okay. When I clicked it, it centers on this. I didn't notice that when you highlight it in the infrastructure menu, it's highlighting both of these. So, all right, hey. All right. We're going to call this back. We're going to call, let me think here. Let's call back our big crane. Big crane, retain, deploy. We need this one to fix the pipe by the bridge, because that's just a fact. You know, I built that metal bridge there without seeing that pipe. We need something with a big, long crane arm that can reach really high. Can we stop by the facility and grab a pipe real quick? I think so. Oh, it's a good thing those power lines don't have collision. Okay, so we've got here, I'll just trust that will sit there. We get our supports out. Looks like it. All right. There we go. Piece of cake. What's blocking me? There we go. I love this crane. I like most of the vehicles. There's very few vehicles I've not found a use for yet. I have not been using the grabby cranes, you know, with the claws, because I just don't know. I guess they could pick up rocks. Haven't found their real niche yet. I guess that'd probably be about it. So there's the one little tracked truck with a grabby crane in the back. I'd love to find a use for it. It looks like it'd be a cool little useful truck, but I don't know. When do I ever need a small tracked truck with a grabby crane? I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll find a use for it. And then there's a little dump truck, a tracked dump truck. I got to think it's got a use, and its use would be, I mean, tracked dump trucks are great for keeping level and traveling well through deep mud. So maybe if there's a tight place with lots of mud you need to traverse, where you need sand and you don't necessarily need a whole, you know, ton. Maybe that's what that would be for. I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of really niche vehicles that are kind of cool. Actually, both of those trucks, hang on a second, are in the same, they're the same truck now I think about it. These little guys here. Yeah, both of these guys. I mean, there could be an instance where it's just a cool, cute little truck, but I haven't found a use for him yet. And where are these other pipes? One is right here at the concrete slabs facility. Two, actually. That's easy to get to. We can get there with anything. Because, I mean, we got a route running there. So there's two at the concrete slabs facility. One right here. Bam. All right, piece of cake. We can do that with our big crane we're in right now. Hey, we might get this done yet. Well, now that I know that, you know, I wasn't sure where those 5 pipes were, right? Apparently they're down closer to our base. We'll see. I mean, these could be a different objective too. Who knows? But let's go get another pipe. We'll fix that one. It's right over here by the base somewhere. And then we'll get our little mule, call it back, put 2 pipes in the bed and run it over the concrete slabs facility. Should be able to fix those, I think. And it's, oh, I see it. I think I just saw it. Yeah. And actually, I know where there's another one. I drive past it all the time. It's right outside here. But first, let's get this. All right, we're going to have to... Here, let's drop this guy. We got to fish out the pipe that's in there first. I think we're going to have to drive up on this, and I'm not sure if this crane can do it from this position. We might, you know, we might need the tracked crane. Yeah, you know what? I think this is a job for the tracked crane. Well, I could probably fish that old one out from this position, but I don't know for sure if I could get in position to drop a new pipe in. All right, let's see how this guy does here. This guy will climb up this just fine and doesn't need supports to be stable. Actually, this thing's having problems climbing up here. There we go. Piece of cake. Only support we need is an e-brake. Alright, let's get this guy out. There we go. Can we possibly... Could we by chance happen to reach the one that we dropped down here? I don't remember where I dropped it. Actually, yeah, we can. Okay, we barely can't. Really? Yeah, it's like barely out of reach. So we'll hand it off with this crane. Here you go, crane. You can have that. There you go, crane. And we'll swap over to this one. There we go. All right, now, are we in the right place to put this in position? Well, if we're not, we can pull forward enough, I believe. Yeah, we're going to have to pull forward more. Piece of cake. Yeah, this is kind of the job for this crane here. The HWC, it wouldn't have room to put out its supports. Either way, I'm convinced this one did it easier, faster. All right, so Here, we can just leave this guy here. We need to get out the mule. Call the mule back. So that's 3 out of 5. All right, excellent. There's one I'm convinced that's like right outside of our base here. I think I recall seeing it when I drive down the road. All right, we are loaded up with the last of our pipes. Now, I only saw there was the objective for the 5 pipes and the objective for the 3 pipes. Those are the only ones that I saw. So, by everything that I saw, these 3 pipes should be enough to fix all the pipe problems in the local area. We only need 2 more to fix our current objective, which, with any luck, are the 2 we're headed toward. I think, I want to say that I see one whenever I leave the base out going this direction. Yeah, across this bridge, down and to the right. I believe I should see one. I remember looking down and to the right of the road and seeing a pipe that needs... Yeah, no, this is it. Yeah, this was I saw. This is what I saw. Let's get closer. Look at that. Now this is exactly what the mule truck is for. Right here by the road, nice and handy, easy to reach. It's really refreshing. It's really refreshing to see something this late in the game that's this easy to fix. It's just sitting right here for us. There we go. All right. And the next one should be right up the road. Was that one of them? That's 4 out of 5. All right, so then this up here must be the last one. And this one might be... we can fix this. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I know I don't have my supports out. Well, I can't put them out here. Okay, yeah. I had this pondering. I was like, I wonder if I could just toss that pipe out there, and if it landed in the right position, if it would then auto-connect itself, which I believe it would. Yeah, we can't reach it. Yeah, that truck can't reach it. They put it exactly where the truck just can't reach. Yeah, they do that. They put those things so you can't reach it with that truck. This should be the last one for this objective too. The question is, can this crane even do it? I mean, this crane can. I'm not sure we can deploy our supports though. Yeah, see, I ditched that truck off the edge trying that. Yeah, see, I'm not going to be able to put out our supports there. We can try from right here. We got enough. I say we got enough support. Question is, can we get this crane arm out there? I'm not sure this arm is long enough. I hope it is, because I won't have to bring out the tractor crane. Barely. It's barely long enough. There we go. Yeah, I was about to have to bring out the tractor crane. It would do that perfectly, but the problem is it's slow. It'd be a pain to truck it out here. Yeah. All right. So that's that. That needs an infrastructure route, though. Let's see where it wants that. Let's see. Plan a route. Where's it at? All right. So industrial base to the backup pump station. That's up there. That we've already got a route that goes part of the way that we was running to the production facility, and that's all a good route. I had mules running it. They ran it fine. I'm going to work on this now that we got this done. Well, guys, thanks for joining me today. It was definitely adventurous. I'll get this route planned in my own time. Let's get this folded up. Let's get this back where it can actually, let's get this back on the road, back on 4 wheels. Yeah, tell me down in the comments below if you did anything different or you know, whatever. What's your take on this? But hey, we got the stuff done. We got a bridge built that turns out we didn't need, but hey, you know, that's cool. Oh, whoa, is this a spot for a bridge here? Why would we want a bridge here? I don't know. Look at that. There's a little, wait a second. Let's check this out. Yeah, where am I at? Well, we could build a bridge here. We got plenty of concrete. Yeah, so, yeah, make sure you subscribe and follow along. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. And guys, I'm going to get a bridge built here for no reason other than it'll look cool. And we got 52 concrete slabs. We've got to do something with them, right? All right, guys, I'm going to go and take care of this. I'll catch you all tomorrow in another video. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.